What's good, YouTube? Your boy One here, bringing you guys another discussion today. And today's discussion will be on why I think Burning Abyss will be the best deck of the format. And that's going to be going into, I want to say, February. Hold on. Going into the summer format, actually. And this is a thought I had about 2 weeks ago. And the reason why I was thinking this way was because, okay, we got Virgil, which basically bounces cards back, and we do got that new Burning Abyss trap card that says send 2 face-up Burning Abyss monsters on the field to the graveyard to basically pop 3 cards on the field. Now, what is that good against? For one, we already know that Cliff Orbs and Shadow is going to be top contenders next to Burning Abyss. So Tellarknights might be there, Gear might be there, but definitely Shadow and Cliff Orbs. Okay, so with the new trap card with Burning Abyss, in my opinion, is going to run it as either a 1-of or 2-of, preferably 1-of, because you got to send 2 Burning Abyss monsters to the graveyard. And Burning Abyss don't really spam out big fields like that. They stall on 1 Dante and they rely on Tour Guide a lot. So that can solve their issues with popping, you know, stuff for like skill drain and stuff like the pendulum zones for the Cliff Orb player won't overwhelm their field basically. Then not to mention, also Burning Abyss runs cards like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, Karma Cut, which all triggers their Burning Abyss monsters in the graveyard, and Dust Plus in their hand back up, and limiting the Cliff Orb player's resources. So I think honestly, going to this format, Burning Abyss is going to be the best deck to fight against Cliff Orbs with, based on the fact of how flexible they are and how good their traps are and all their traps are. With Karma Cut banishing cards and Wing Blast is just basically sending everything to the top of the deck, causing the Cliff Orb player to dead draw, and then Burning Abyss player takes the time for the trap hole. They really don't have to worry about getting their field overwhelmed by a bunch of Cliff Orb onslaught monsters just hitting the field by pendulum summoning. And then not to mention Burning Abyss have a good going. They go first against Cliff Orbs, and in my opinion, they should win. Because they can make the first turn Tour Guide play into Dante mill 3. You guys know what they do. If they draw their lake, they're going to be in a really good position. And if they draw their Wing Blast and their Karma Cuts, let's say they run at 3 anyway, they usually run 2 Karma Cuts, and their Regeki Breaks, they're going to be in a good position just to fuck some shit up. Going second against them, honestly, if I was playing Burning Abyss, I would tech back to square one, which is a popular card. They were side decking earlier when the archetype came out, but I feel like now since the Cliff Orb players are already, it's dice, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is based on dice roll, but I feel like honestly back to square one would handle problems like the first turn set up when they summon their Cliff Orb monster, put them with that stupid spell card that don't let them die, and it also help get rid of the pendulum zones and help you control the field with your Wing Blast and setting up for your following turn. And then if Burning Abyss players are smart, they'll also be playing the Acid Golem in their extra deck, mainly for the skill drain. So just in case they do run into a skill drain, they don't have an out to it, Acid Golem will be there to at least try to help protect your life points, if you will, and deal some decently good damages sitting under cards like Deep Prison, Time Space, and etc. So theoretically speaking, right now, as of the next challenge format, Burning Abyss is the best deck because they have the most outs, really consistent hands. I mean, yeah, they kind of lose, they don't resolve their Tour Guide play, but with them being able to synchro now with their synchro monster, I think they're going to have a lot of more options to do when coming to this format, because they should be playing, honestly, Burning Abyss players should already should be attacking the President's Virgil's release, should be attacking the Genocide Birdman, so you can go Tour Guide, especially when you're running this monster, bounce back Tour Guide with Birdman, special Birdman, and sync for 6 into Virgil. That's just a little simple play they can do right there. So yeah, Burning Abyss is looking to me right now to be a very flexible deck for the Cliff Orb matchup. And then, they already play their Mobiuses and the Ryzas and the Kayas, all tech reference. The main thing they're going to deal with is skill drain, which the main deck, back to square one, and or MST will handle that just fine. And as for Shadows, Shadows lost their Super Poly, which is a really critical card for any deck to handle. Super Poly does is basically candy countered and if you flip the field. And then all Shadows have to do is try to sit on window against the Burning Abyss player, but the Burning Abyss player once again have their Wing Blast, they have their back to square one option. The deck just has so many things they can do to just fuck Shadows up. I think honestly Shadow is not gonna stand a chance against Burning Abyss of the format. So yeah, I think Shadows might fade out of the side and just be tier 1.5, leaving the Burning Abyss and flip for tier 1 for the format, maybe Burning Abyss, maybe tier 0. And Shadows can fight off with their endless slaughter of, Shadow Falco, bring it back. The one guy that lets you draw, scoop out of control. I mean, it's not a bad deck, and the Artifact Engine does add bonus play to the deck. But Burning Abyss, to me, is just doing so much and have so many power plays that even it's like, okay, yeah, you can stop the tour guy, but you're not always gonna stop tour guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not always gonna have your most optimal hand, but they're not the most optimal hand. So that's just a little thoughts I have on that right now. So I think honestly, Shadows is a good can fight it, but it's not always gonna win about it. It's gonna go based on the player and what version of Shadows they are playing. Now, post new challenges going into the Necros format and the hero structure they release, I think Burning Abyss is gonna get an amazing increase in power plays due to them having access to Mass Change number 2, which is the card that is released in the hero structure deck. And if you guys don't know what Mass Change number 2 do, I'll read it to you, the exact effect, just so I won't fuck up any explanation. And it says, discard one card from your hand and type one face-up monster you control that has a level. Send it to the graveyard and special summon one masked hero monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as that monster, but with a higher level. This special summon is treated as Mass Change special summon. You're going to use that card once per turn. Now, Burning Abyss monsters always also plus off their you don't minus yourself when you're discarding cards, so the cost for the card is irrelevant. And they're going to be being all dark and all low level monsters are going to be able to spam out Dark Law, Dark Law. And for you guys that don't know what Dark Law does, when your opponent searches, they shuffle up what they search in their hand and banish card from their hand. And it's pretty much a walking macrocosmos, which basically makes the ritual deck bend over like a little bitch against them, and makes the Cliffworth deck also do the same thing. So Burning Abyss gets more of a powerful opening hand going first into post the January format when the hero structure deck is released and Necros have to release, because once they have their Mass Change number 2, you just go first turn, summon Tour Guide or whatever, Mass Change number 2, ditch this Burning Abyss guy, summon this guy. I can see you easily ending up with fields with Dante and Dark Law first turn, and Dante's going to protect your life points, Dark Law's going to control the board, and then you can just sit on your back row and just beat face them. Burning Abyss right now is looking up to me, it's going to be the tier 1 deck for the summer, so guys prepare that anal lube, because it's going to be a hell of a format to deal with that. Plus, basically a deck that just makes any card that has a minus not a minus anymore. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. As always, comment down in the comment section below. What are you guys' thoughts on this topic at hand? And if you guys are a new subscriber, I'm a YouTuber that's based on competitive play. So you guys like competitive content, and you guys like duel videos, and some casual stuff from time to time. This is definitely the channel for you. Alright, this is Yobo21 with my thoughts on Burning Abyss being the best deck in the format. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, guys. Deuces, have a good day. Bang.